Okay, good morning everybody. We're back on the trail again. J2, what was that town we was in?
Gorham.
We was in Gorham, New Hampshire. Got J2 right here.
Right here.
Just Dave up there in socks in front of us. We're back on the trail. Just crossed the Androscoggin River. I failed to get a picture of that, but we're back on the trail, gonna do some miles today. Got beautiful weather right now, and get everybody's knees loosened up here and muscles loosened up, and well, maybe we can do it. It takes me about 2 hours to get loosened up, but anyway, it's gonna be a beautiful day today. Okay everybody, I just came up that right there. Very steep, rocky, wet, and I'm getting near to the 1900 mile mark. I think I got a little over 1/10 of a mile to go, and I'll be at 1900. It's gonna be good. Okay everybody, I just got to the 1900 mile mark. Got a view here. You can see that storm in the distance right there. Looks like actually rain maybe falling to the ground from that cloud. Can't tell which way it's moving for sure, but definitely a great view from here. It's really hazy because of the overcast clouds, but I'm in the 1900 mile mark. Glad to be here. It's been a great 1900 miles to this point. Good morning everybody. On the trail again. Stayed to the night last night at Gentian Pond Shelter. Pretty much full house. Holds 12, it was definitely full. And several tents outside. Got up a little earlier this morning, and so was walking a little before 7. And I'm already a little ways in on the trail, but just want to say, turned out to be a pretty good spot last night. I was definitely glad I stopped there. I got to see my first moose on foot, and that was great because I definitely want to see a moose and get one on film and on the camera, and I did. So that was great. Hope to see some more as I go north in Maine. And that's the other thing, is just here in about 4 more miles, I'm gonna hit the Maine border. That'll be the last border crossing that I'll cross on the trail, on the hike. And I'll be in the 14th state. So, looking forward to that. And I'll see you there.
Okay, everybody, I'm standing at the state line, 1 foot in New Hampshire and 1 foot in Maine. It's good to be here. What do you think, Dave?
Glad to be here, one step closer to home.
We in Maine, yes sir, now. I guarantee you we in the last state. That's the last state line we'll cross on this journey. Glad to be here, glad to have that done. And keep moving forward. Everybody, I'm in Maine. This is your first view from top of some rocks in Maine. And we're fixing to be headed down this rock ledge where we got to go from what it looks right here, way down in there to the bottom. And then I'm sure we're probably going to go to the top of that one right there where the fog's blowing over. Stay with us. These folks yesterday, but we just kind of met back up right here on this top again. We're at mile 1911 going north on the 18. Now these folks are finishing up. They're hiking this trail over 2 years and done it over the past 2. And so what's your trail names?
Whiskey.
Tango. Foxtrot.
Foxtrot. Any particular way you got those?
No.
Not really?
No.
Alright, y'all from, hey folks, they from Alabama.
Tennessee.
Tennessee. And he's from Alabama. So these are southern folks just like me. Out here doing the trail. What do y'all like most about it?
Eat.
Eating and resting.
Yep.
Alright, thank you very much. See you up the trail. Stayed the night there at Full Goose Shelter. And on the trail. It rained last night, and everything's good and wet out here. All these roots and rocks are very slick today. And we're headed toward what they say is the toughest mile on the Appalachian Trail, the Mahoosuc Notch. So, be there. I think got about a mile and a half to go, and we're gonna get through it, ain't we, J2?
Yeah, we are.
Very foggy up here today. I guess this is the way, isn't it? Okay, we're entering into the Mahoosuc Notch right here, folks, and it is definitely rugged. Okay, everybody, we're coming through the Mahoosuc Notch, and I want you to look right here. That is ice, folks. We're right here. What, David? What's today's date?
5th of August.
This is August 5th. 2017, folks. It's cold in here. Look at the ice. How about that? That's totally amazing to me right there. Wow. But now I want you to look, folks. This ain't no trail. It's a total rock climb through here. There's some more. Check that out, folks. Look at the ice. Pile of it. All down in these crevices. Wow. No wonder it's like a refrigerator in here. It is. It's a rock refrigerator. Alright, folks, we're climbing this ridge line this morning, and we're in some very strong winds, cold temperatures. It's very extreme winds. I can barely I'm trying to give you a little bit of video just to show you what we're in. This high wind's crazy. About all you can do to stand up and maneuver through it. But we're headed that way. Got a good friend that doing a YouTube viewer. He's waiting ahead for us at a road crossing about 4 miles ahead. We're trying to get there. Get this stuff dried out, get warmed up. I'll see you up the trail. There we got a fire tower right there. Would love to go up there and give you some pictures and video, but due to the weather, I'm not going to do that. It's pretty drastic. I think you can hear the wind, and we're already in wet and cold conditions, so I'm gonna keep moving. Would love if it was clear, we wasn't too bad, I'd go up there and give you some pictures and stuff, but it's pretty drastic in there, folks, right now. Okay, everybody, I'm at Pine Ellis Hostel in Andover, Maine, and I met these two. Just actually met them several days back, and just now getting a chance to get them on interview. And so, and we're in. Did I say Andover, Maine? Yep.
That's right.
So, what's your trail names?
I'm Lighthouse.
I'm Ninja.
And how'd you get your trail names?
Oh, I was wearing my headlamp late at night. We came into camp and we're cooking dinner probably 8 o'clock at night, and everybody else was asleep in the shelter. And I kept accidentally shining it into the shelter. So when I got up in the morning, a guy in the shelter said, "You're like a damn lighthouse last night." Just kept shining it and waking everybody up.
Very cool. I got my name from the PCT in 2014. I was wearing a desert shirt that had a hood and it zipped up to above my nose, so when I'd wear it like that I looked like a ninja. And one windy day some girl also caught me kicking at the wind in frustration while wearing my get-up, so that's how I got Ninja.
All right. So you hiked the PCT as well?
Yes.
What year was that?
That was in 2014.
Okay. And what do you think, how does that compare to the AT?
Oh, I get asked this question a lot. They're both difficult. They're both very different in a lot of ways, and they're both similar in a lot of ways. But the one thing is, the commonality between the two of them is that they're just great people, that you meet on the trail, and the journey is all the same.
Right. So would you say that's your favorite thing about the trail is the people, or?
Yeah, I think it's the people, the towns. There's obviously been some states that we've really enjoyed just because we've never really been on the East Coast.
Right.
So yeah.
What about you? What's your favorite thing on the trail?
Yeah, the community is great. It's fun to meet lots of different interesting people and just kind of spend time with people. And then definitely the scenery. Our favorite section, I think both of us agree that the Whites were our favorite section. Beautiful. We had fantastic weather, and it was just so much different from everything else we'd seen. So that was a huge highlight.
Right.
Franconia Ridge.
So y'all started in Georgia. When did you start?
April 7th.
All right. And how did you feel when you crossed the last state line, crossed into Maine?
It felt good. It felt like we've made some progress.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can see the finish line.
Yeah, the end is near.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you very much, and hope to see you up the trail.
Thank you.
Thanks, yeah.
Good morning, everybody. I'm outside of Andover General Store, and in Andover, Maine. So I'm in Andover, Maine, outside of Andover General Store. Just wanted to do a quick video and say thank you on video to a guy named Rattler. I met him way back down the trail, and yesterday he met up with me at the road crossing I got to, and picked me up and brought me into Andover, and brought me and Dave both in, and got us to the here where we stayed last night and to the store, and we've been able to eat some few meals here at the store. They do a restaurant and here as well as the store. You can do resupply here at Andover, and there's actually 2 stores here. So the one right at the intersection, we've eaten 3 meals now, and very good meals. And we stayed at Pine Ellis Hostel, and it's really nice too. Also, I want to say, really was glad to meet yesterday Red Hot. I've been wanting to meet him in person for quite a while, and him and Sam I Am are good friends. They through hiked in 2015, and was really glad to get to meet him yesterday. He actually, I think, had done Trail Magic for me maybe 2 different times, and Sam had done one for me one time back down the trail, and unfortunately I didn't get to any of those, but other hikers did take advantage of that, and I'm glad they did. Appreciate Sam and Red Hot doing those Trail Magic days, trying to meet up with me, but it was really good to finally meet Red Hot yesterday, and he said he was going to try to meet me up further up in Maine later on here in a few weeks, so looking forward to that. I've got 260 something miles to go to Katahdin. Man, over the last few days I've not had a lot of video time, and took very few pictures really. So much stuff's happened over the last few days. My feet got better. I had problems with those. They got better. I twisted my knee before I went into the Mahoosuc Notch. We had to slow down way on mileage. I mean, we was doing like 11 miles, 10 miles. I did a 5-mile day, 2 days in a row. So, but I did get through the Mahoosuc Notch after I injured my knee. Started pouring down and rain on me while I was in the Mahoosuc Notch. So I had to put the camera up. Wasn't able to get all the pictures I wanted, but I did get a few. Showed the ice in some spots. All kind of crazy stuff happened. I dropped my trekking poles down in a deep crevice there and had to crawl down in there in the dark to get it. So just all kind of things happened. But coming over yesterday over the mountain, coming out, we came. We were in 30-degree wind chills, very high winds. Could hardly stand up. It was just about blowing us down as we topped over the mountain, but we made it, and we made it in here to Andover, and I'm waiting on a couple packages that's at the post office this morning. They're gonna pick them up a little after 9 this morning, and as soon as I can get those, get them gone through in a pack, I'm hoping to get back on the trail and head toward Katahdin, the Big K. And I appreciate everybody watching the videos and staying with me, and I'll try to do better as I can as the weather allows. Definitely cooler temps up here. As you can see, it's August 7th, I think. I've actually got on a jacket this morning. The sun's shining, it's starting to warm up now, but definitely was cool during the night. So anyway, I'll see you up the trail. View from Bald Pate, West Peak. View from Bald Pate, East Peak, about 3,800 feet.
Okay, everybody, that's a moose track right there. Pointing at it right there, that's a moose track. A little longer than a dollar bill there. So, definitely moose in the area. They went right through there, right off down through there. Now, if I was hunting, I'd be hunting the edge of that pond that's back there. And we'd busted some moose. But we're not hunting. So, can't do that. But I sure would like to get them on camera. I'll see you up the trail. Okay, good morning everybody. I'm at mile 1968.3 and just cruising along here this morning. Got a short morning going into town. So just met this young lady here. And what's your trail name?
Honey Badger.
And how'd you get your trail name?
I had run out of food at a shelter and I'd hurt my foot, so I was kind of stranded there. And this guy named Thru was worried about me. He's like, "You're gonna run out of food?" I was like, "No." I was like, "There's plenty of rats in the shelter. I'm not gonna starve." And he's like, "You should be the Honey Badger."
Okay, and where are you from?
South Carolina.
How about that? And how did you start your hike and when?
I started my hike in Georgia on the first day of spring at Springer Mountain. And I walked all the way to Bowling Springs, Pennsylvania, and then I flipped up to Maine, and I'm coming back down south.
Okay, how about that? That's awesome. So how was Katahdin?
Katahdin was unlike anything I've ever done before. Definitely adrenaline pumping. It was a very fun day.
All right. So what do you like most about the trip so far?
I like the people that I've met. I came out here to meet people and hear their story, and have loved hearing all the stories and the Southbounders stories of hiking Katahdin, and it's been really fun.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you on the trail.
Okay.
Okay, everybody, I'm at mile 1969.
Woo!
And just got a third opportunity to interview this young lady. What's your trail name?
Not tonight.
Not tonight. And when did you start your hike?
I'm actually doing it in 2 sections. I did Harper's Ferry to Springer last October through December, and then back to Harper's Ferry end of May. Now I'm going north.
Going north, almost done. How's
Almost
that
done.
feel?
Oh my God, so good.
How about that? Me too. Feeling better every day.
Yeah.
And what do you like most about the trail?
I like getting away from society and missing out on like traffic and road rage. Just getting back to the basics.
All right. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Hope to see you up the trail.
Happy trails.